Hey, today we're going to discuss music versus sports, and we're going to discuss which one is more powerful. But I'm going to give you a little hint. Music is much more powerful than sports, and I'm going to explain it here on the Jazz and Champagne channel. So, welcome to the Swag and Jazzy channel. So, today we're going to be talking about music versus sports and the phenomenon between them, why one is stronger than the other. But before we get into the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button for further videos. Make sure that you hit that bell. A few years back, I attended a week-long adult music camp that was being given by this gentleman right here named Victor Wooten. Maybe you've heard of him, maybe you haven't, but he's a 5-time Grammy Award-winning bassist. If you haven't heard of him, you need to Google him and look him up. He's phenomenal. The inspiration for this video comes from a discussion that we had back when I was doing my 1-week tenure with the adult music camp with Victor Wooten. We discussed many things as it relates to music, anything from simplifying it to music's current state and its power. Well, in one of those many conversations, it was mentioned that music was much more powerful than politics and sports itself. So this is the inspiration for this video that is as to why I'm making it. It comes out of that discussion that we had during my week-long tenure at Victor Wooten's adult music camp. And what I realized from those discussions when I was at the camp, that sports need music and music doesn't need sports, or music can exist on its own. And that's what makes music powerful, more powerful than sports. And I'm going to explain why. Maybe you're familiar with this sound at a sporting event. Maybe you're familiar with this particular sound at a hockey game. And if you're an Iowa University football fan, the Iowa Hawkeyes, maybe you're familiar with this entry song for their football team. So the point of what you heard is that music plays a powerful role in setting the mood in sports. Sporting events rely heavily on atmosphere. From the moment fans arrive at a stadium or arena, music sets the tone. For many years, traditional sports relied on classical anthems and generic background tracks. Now organizers are turning to the latest hits and trending genres to better connect with younger audiences. Streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple Music make it easier than ever for sports promoters to track what's hot. As a result, entrance songs, halftime performances, and even warm-up playlists are often curated to include popular chart songs. I mean, think about it. Have you ever heard of sports having an influence on music? Never. Music doesn't get pumped up by sports. It's the other way around. Music helps to pump up sports, and it has been doing so in the last 35 plus years.
And everyone involved in a sporting event, whether it be that you're a fan or a player, music gets you into the game. It pumps you up without you even realizing it. Your adrenaline arises, excitement is created about the contest that is about to occur. While music and sports share the powerful ability to bring people together, music still has the edge and power when it comes to doing that. And let me explain how. Although sports is powerful in the sense of bringing people together, people who come together for sports, they end up taking sides. And the taking of sides becomes a selfish notion of wanting your team or a certain individual to win. For somebody has to lose and somebody has to win in most cases. Yes, sports does bring people together, but it also divides people. Now, music, on the other hand, brings people together and doesn't divide the fans in some type of contested division. Whether it be a band, a choir, or an orchestra, Any and all fans that attend a musical event are not there to witness a contest between two or more adversaries of physical might. On the contrary, they are all there undivided with the sole goal of experiencing the musical event, for there are no losers amongst fans when it comes to music. Everyone wins. Everyone walks out with a feeling that they've experienced something, a shared feeling that they've experienced something that was musical, and no one feels as though they feel less than because their team lost or the individual they counted on winning didn't come through. And lastly, coming to the end of this video, the reason that music has more power than sports. But before we get into that, let me ask you a question, a simple question. Who won the Super Bowl or the World Series or the World Cup 25 years ago? I'll let you choose whatever sport you decide to answer for, and I'll wait. You can't tell me who won the championships of those three sports unless you Google it. But I sure would bet that you are familiar with a song that has impressed you some 25 years ago. You may know the lyrics by heart even. And if you don't, you can at least hum the tune. And that's another point as to why music is more powerful than sports. Championships, whether they're won or lost, the memory fades away of the contest. However, a song that impressed upon you some 25 years ago still evokes a feeling within. And when that song is played again and again, so does that feeling arise and rise. Now, a sports championship will create history, but you won't remember everything that occurred within that contest as you would if you had came across a song that you really liked some 25 years ago.
So this will conclude the video on the subject of whether or not if music is more powerful than sports or if sports is more powerful than music. If you agree or disagree, feel free to leave it in the comments. I would love to hear your take on what you think about the subject of music versus sports. Anyway, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I can't even say the word. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really need the people out there to really subscribe to this channel. Make sure you hit the thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you don't like it. And make sure you hit the bell to be notified of subsequent videos that are made by here on the Swag and Jazzy channel. So may you have peace and blessings in your life, and so long until the next video. Take care.